Hey, sit down. No distractions. This is not just another motivational video. This is a wake-up call. I'm going to say some things today that may sting, but if you listen, and I mean really listen, this might be the conversation that changes the entire trajectory of your life. You've been struggling, you've been working hard, you've been trying your best, and yet your bank account still stays the same. You keep saying things like, I just need to catch a break, or once I get this job, or when the economy picks up. Let me tell you something. You will stay broke if you keep thinking the way you're thinking right now. Today, I'm going to expose that exact mindset keeping you stuck. I'll show you the invisible chains that are holding you down. And at the end of this video, I'll give you the one brutal truth that wealthy people know that you've probably never even considered. But you have to stay with me until the end, because everything I'm going to say is building up to something that might just change your entire reality. You're not just broke financially, you're broke mentally. And if we don't fix that first, you'll stay right where you are. Later, I'll tell you the one money belief that 90% of broke people have and why it's quietly destroying their lives. Now here's the lie you've been sold. You've been sold a lie since you were a kid. They told you, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job, work hard, and you'll be successful. But now here you are, working your ass off, maybe juggling 2 jobs, drowning in debt, barely scraping by, and wondering why you still feel like a failure. You're not lazy, you're not stupid, you're not cursed, you're just stuck in a system that was never designed to make you wealthy. The American dream. For most people, it's a 9-to-5 nightmare with just enough paycheck to keep you too tired to do anything different. Here's the raw truth. Hard work doesn't guarantee success anymore. Poor people work hard. Immigrants work hard. Single moms work hard. And most of them are still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because it's not about how hard you work. It's about how you think about money. Let that sink in. Now let's dive into the real mindset that's keeping you broke. There's one mindset I see in broke people all the time. And if you've ever said this, even in your head, you need to check yourself immediately. I just want enough to get by. Sound familiar? It sounds humble, doesn't it? It sounds noble, but it's poison. When you say, I just want enough, you're telling your brain to settle. You're teaching yourself to survive, not thrive. You're setting the bar so low that even a tiny emergency can wipe you out. You're not building wealth. You're building a prison of scarcity, brick by brick, paycheck by paycheck. Here's a brutal example. You get a raise, and instead of saving or investing, you upgrade your car. You get a tax refund, and instead of paying off debt, you buy a new phone. You get a little ahead, and then sabotage yourself. Why? Because deep down, you believe you don't deserve more. This is what I call broke comfort. It's the mindset that whispers, just make enough to pay the bills, and maybe have a little left over to enjoy life. But enjoying life while being financially unstable is an illusion. One job loss, one illness, one unexpected bill, and boom, you're back to zero, or worse. Now let's expose the popular thinking that's destroying millions of people out there. More money will fix my problems. Wrong. More money doesn't fix money problems. Better thinking does. Because if your mindset is broken, more money just magnifies your mess. If you don't know how to manage $1,000, you won't magically know how to manage $10,000. You'll just blow it faster. The truth is, if you don't have discipline, you'll stay broke. If you don't learn how to say no to your impulses, you'll stay broke. If you think wealth is about luck or who you know, you'll stay broke. This is not about being rich. This is about not being financially helpless. Look, broke people and wealthy people think differently. I'll tell you the real difference between how broke people and wealthy people think, even when they have the same income, in a bit. But first, let's talk about your environment. Your environment is lying to you. Think about your circle for a second. Who do you spend the most time with? What do they believe about money? If you're around people who complain about how broke they are, blame the government or their job, think rich people are evil, believe they'll never get ahead, then you've already lost. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And most people are surrounded by broken mindsets, broken habits, and broken dreams. If you want to change your life, you have to change your environment, period. Now here is the action plan, how to break the cycle. Let me be crystal clear. You are not going to get rich overnight, but you can stop being broke starting today. Here's how. Step 1. Stop saying you're broke. Your words are powerful. When you keep saying, I'm broke, you're programming your brain to stay that way. Instead say, I'm in transition. I'm learning how to build wealth. Step 2. Track every dollar. You can't fix what you don't understand. Track every dollar that comes in and goes out. Every coffee, every subscription, every expense. Know where your money is bleeding. Step 3. Learn about money. Financial education is free. Check out videos right here on YouTube. Look out for money podcasts and books about money. Educate yourself about money. If you don't understand debt, interest, investing, or budgeting, you're playing a game you don't even know the rules to. Step 4. Find a side hustle that scales. Don't trade time for money forever. Learn a skill, freelancing, coding, e-commerce, or content creation. Your job is not your only source of income unless you choose for it to be. Step 5. Set a future target. Don't say, I just want to pay bills. Say, I want $10,000 saved, or I want to make $100,000 a year. Give your mind something real to aim for. Step 6. Get uncomfortable. The life you want is on the other side of discomfort. Read the book, cut off the friend, wake up earlier, stay in on weekends. You'll have to do things that your broke self won't want to do. Because here's the thing, the truth most people won't tell you. Let me tell you what rich people won't say publicly. They got rich by thinking differently. Long before the money showed up, they didn't wait for someone to give them permission. They didn't complain about how unfair life is. They didn't let their upbringing define their future. They made a decision. Then they backed it up with consistent, often boring, hard-ass work. You don't need a miracle. You need a mindset shift. And here it is. You're not poor. You're early, but only if you stop thinking like you're stuck. Remember what I promised you at the beginning? Here it is. The one belief that keeps people broke is this: things will get better someday. That word, someday, has ruined more lives than failure ever has. Someday is not a strategy. Someday is not a timeline. Someday is an excuse. If you don't choose today, nothing will change. So here's my challenge to you. Right now, do one thing that your future self will be proud of. Cancel a useless subscription. Read one chapter of a money book. Write out a budget. Apply for that higher paying job. Open a savings account. It doesn't matter how small it is. Just do something. Because staying broke isn't about your circumstances. It's about your choices, and you can choose differently. Starting now, you're not powerless. You're just programmed, and you can rewire it. This is your wake-up call. Don't hit snooze again. Fight for your life.